Well, how's it going, folks? So today we are going up to the Copelands, but I'm going to stop off at Briggs Buoy to see if I can pluck anything out. Low tide, that's where we're at now. It's 6, half 6, so we're going to try and get there, and we're going to fish the tide coming in. There's a few spots I want to try, but they're quite infested with Coalie, so we'll try and see if we can pull out a couple of Pollock. I have a friend here with me, Corey, as well. Just see how we get on. Right, let's go. Right, so we've arrived. We've arrived at Briggs Buoy. I'm currently drifting the left side of it, and we're going from west to east. I'm using this minnow, silver minnow, with a single hook. So we'll see how we get on here. If not, we'll go to the Copelands. A few areas we want to try in the Copelands. See how it goes. We'll get fishing here anyway. So we've done 4 drifts. I haven't got anything, but I don't want to be spending a lot of time here at Briggs Buoy. Sometimes it can take your time in plucking a few things out. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to the Copelands just. I'm going to fish the west side of it, and then round more. Please stand by. We're in incident working over. And then more round onto the lighthouse side. It's quite shallow, but apparently there's some nice pollock being pulled out of it. So we'll give that a go, see how it gets on. So we've arrived at the Copelands. We've got here. What I'm going to guess is Coalie's is covered the fish finder. We're drifting west to east. Not ideal for the exact location that I want to be in. We're currently in 20 feet of water. But we'll give it a go and see what happens. That's not going to happen because we're going into 15 feet now. So I keep going back to this. I was going to say when we go, it's as soon as I move from the wee hole, Jesus. That's a pretty big goldfish. Good fish are on. Big fish on. Quite a small pollock. And Corey's got Coalie there as well. Jeepers. Oh, I look class for that salmon as well. Another Coalie. Of a friend of us here, there's seal. If I could show you the fish finder, it is covered, absolutely covered in coalies. Basically what I'm doing here is I kind of found out how deep it is, as in how many seconds it takes to get to the bottom. I've kind of gauged it off 4 or 5 seconds from once it hits the water. So I'm kind of letting it hit the bottom, doing half a turn to a turn off the bottom, jig and retrieve, stop, jig and retrieve, and just keep on repeating the process basically. There's loads of different ways that you can fish it, but it seems to be one of the simplest ways to do it. So basically the way that I'm trying to do this here is on Navionics I can see where all the rocks are, the layout of them, the drop-offs, the ledges, everything. What I'm trying to do is move across the top of the ledges, and the fish should be held on the edge of the ledges. On the fish finder you can see it a lot better obviously than me explaining it to you, but it's usually where they'll hold dips, gullies, wee small creeks, anything like that. If you can fish them, that's usually where they'll hold up. Well, especially around here, depending if there's a lot of kelp or seaweed. There's usually decent sized pollock around here, but you have to fight to get them through the coalies. So that's it.
All stations, this is Carling Bridge, go ahead, broadcast on Carling Bridge. Repeating your forecast, speaking Carling to Channel 04, please go ahead, Channel 02 and
Coalie. Brilliant fighting fish. If you can get these into like 4 or 5 pounds, it's a good fight. That's the both of us on. Probably small coalie again. But you can usually guess by as soon as these hit your lure, you'll know instantly.
Similar to a mackerel, like, isn't it?
And apparently I was lying. We have another nice wee pollock again. I think Corey has one there as well.
He had one.
Doesn't anymore. So I'm not sure if you can see my rod or anything, but it's just going to show you is basically how little I'm moving it once it's on the bottom or just above the bottom. Just every 2 seconds give it a wee lift, back down again. Currently feel a few things hitting it here. Basically jigging. Another nice wee pollock, or coalie, sorry. Oh, not a lot of fish being caught today. So what I'm going to do in the next video or the next one after that, there is a wreck 4.5–5 miles north of the lighthouse in the Copelands. I'll show you me anchoring, explaining me doing it, and I'm pretty new to it, so hopefully I can teach you something while I'm teaching myself. Big pollock, ling, congers. Now, I've never fished it, but I've heard a lot of stories from it, so I think that will be what the plan will be for the next day. Also, basically I'm going to be going around a lot of the wrecks in Belfast Loch and fishing a lot of them to see what they can produce. You can find diving videos of the wrecks online, and in some of the videos there's pouting, like quite a lot of pouting. So honestly, I don't see why you couldn't get them like a decent size.
This is Belfast Coast Guard. Go ahead. Over.
A lot of weight here. Lots of weight. We got it back. Yeah, so basically this is what's underneath us right now. Like lots of it. And the fish will sit at the bottom of it and use it as a bit of a shelter. So you basically want to hit them on the head with the lure to shoot them out and get into them. So what I'm going to do now is, for a wee bit of fun, we have the Pen Conflict light jigging rod. We have a 45-gram jig, and we have the Pen Fathom. It's a pretty good reel. Give it a wee drop and see what happens. Nice Coalie. So all I'm kind of doing is bouncing it off the bottom. You can't get snagged up. You get snagged up quite regularly. So you need to be prepared to lose stuff. Having a bit of a situation here. Anyway, you get snagged up quite a lot. You're fishing on the bottom between a foot to 3 feet off the bottom, and you're basically lifting the jig up and letting it flutter all the way back down and amongst the fish. Like, I can constantly feel them attacking, but they'll not hook up. It'll take a few to hook up. And we have quite a small wee Pollock again.
Must be close in. Right. Oh, my good friend Pollock. Screen went off.
But what I find quite funny here is that the fish finder is like completely covered in fish, but you throw a lure down, you're not initially going to get them. But if you put a string of fishing feathers on, mackerel feathers, you will be pulling 6 of these at a time. Weight won't even get to the bottom and you'll keep pulling them. So that's not fun. Maybe for some people, but not for me. I prefer actually what I call actually fishing for them. So this time I'm using the same rod but just at a different rating. This one is 15 to 40 or 45 in fact. It is a 10 to 45. Just use it for the slightly heavier stuff. Don't get me wrong, in the last video I should have been using it, but I wasn't. But it was good fun. Anything for pollock up to the 40 grams. The lighter, the more fun, but you have to come into the consequences that you might snap a rod. But 5 to 25 gram to me would be spot on in around the 30 gram. I don't know if it's got a fish on here or not. It didn't fight, didn't do nothing. That's a wee small thing. Another wee pollock. Right folks, so that's going to do us for tonight. Next night we are going to do wreck fishing just off the north of the Copelands. There's a wreck I'm going to go to, or I could go to the some deep holes up at the Maidens. We get some spur dogs, bullhush. If not, it might be a bit of sand fishing. But getting dark, sure I ain't going home. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.